Hey Palzanos, welcome to part 8 of Ocarina of Time, Reverse Dungeon Order. Now we're obviously in the Water Temple now, and this dungeon is going to be chock full of cool tricks and glitches, so I think you're going to like it a lot. Now, the first trick happens right off the bat, and it's called the Bottle Dive, and it's going to allow us to get to the bottom floor of the Water Temple without the iron boots. So what we're going to do is drop a fish right on the edge of this platform. And while wearing the hover boots, we're going to back off the edge just a tiny bit so we're in midair, and then swipe at the fish to catch it, and we'll drop to the bottom. And from there we can just quickly swim into this underwater tunnel over here and meet up with Princess Ruto. Now the way I'm doing this dungeon is not the absolute fastest way I could do it with my current inventory, but the other way to do it would be really fast, and you would get to see almost none of the dungeon whatsoever. So I kind of wanted to do it a little bit of a slower way, but this is still going to be extremely fast, and in my opinion more entertaining than the alternative method. There's just a ton of really cool tricks in here, and I think you'll appreciate seeing some of the diverse tricks that you wouldn't see in other runs. Okay, so now that our fish has played its part, we're going to equip the hook shot because we'll need it a few times. Now our goal in the dungeon right now is to get 2 keys so we can get to the boss key. So the first thing we're going to do is, oh, bad camera angle. We're going to play the Zelda's Lullaby here to lower the water to the very bottom, so the bottom floor will now be completely dry. And now we're going to do another interesting trick that's not intended by the developers. We're going to get the small key on the second floor here. Normally you'd have to have the water adjusted to level 2, but using a very precise jump side hop, you can reach it. Just like that. And that's key number 1. Now the second key is probably going to blow your mind a bit if you haven't seen this trick before. Now anytime there's a torch real close to the wall, you can clip through the wall and go out of bounds, just like that. The hook shot basically pulls you through the wall if the torch is close enough to the wall itself. And from here we're going to swim in the out-of-bounds water all the way to the other side of the bottom floor, and this is going to take us to this room here with the, I guess it's a water pillar, but we're not going to use the water pillar. Here comes another trick. We're going to just backwalk with the hover boots and make it right across. So as you can see, the hover boots just absolutely tear this temple apart. And it actually tears apart quite a few temples, so they're extremely useful to get early on in runs and speed runs, playthroughs and all that. So here, instead of using a hook shot, I drop a chew, and that's going to hit the switch, and if you dive at just the right moment, you can make it down here no problem. Normally you would have the iron boots and you would go down there, then hit the switch with your hook shot, and then go into that area. And this is going to lead us to key number 2, and we're going to save and reset here to get back to the beginning of the temple, just to save time. Yeah, I have to say this is quite a challenge to commentate since so much is going on, you know. Alright, so now it's time to go get the boss key, and we're going to drop right under here. And here comes another trick that's going to skip the long shot. We are going to do another hover backwalk and jump right over those spikes and use our first key. And another unintended trick, because you're not supposed to have the hover boots at this point, we're going to roll right over here, get into this little waterway, and using some physics exploiting, we can get under here into this tunnel without the iron boots. And that will use key number 2 and take us straight to the boss key, so now we can head to the boss. And once again, we're going to save and reset, this time because we absolutely have to get to the top level of the temple, so this is necessary. Now there's a couple ways to get over to the boss door. Obviously we don't have the long shot to get over there, so what I'm going to do is hover, and there's a couple different ways, but I'm going to use hovering here. Now I got ISG off the Tektite, and now I'm going to use a very interesting type of hover called contortion hovering, and it uses the choose and the hook shot or long shot, and it will allow you to do very long distance hovers. So we're going to be able to get over there in only 4 hovers. Now this hovering doesn't work everywhere, it's kind of finicky. The game has to be running at like a perfectly smooth frame rate in order to make the hovers work. It's kind of odd. So you can't do it in a real busy section of the game. So we equipped hover boots because it makes this sloped room really fast, and it also saves a tiny bit of time here at the start of the fight. Right here we can just roll straight over to that platform and trigger the fight, instead of having to grab the ledge and climb up. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is unequip the hover boots, just for movement convenience, and we're going to store a jump slash so we can make our crouch stabs powerful. Okay, so the goal here for a fast fight is to get Morpha's ball as far into the corner as possible and then trap him with crouch stabs. And if you do it correctly, you can trap him right in the corner the entire time and take him out very quickly. Just like that. Also, I'm not sure if you noticed, but Morpha's ball is actually a different color on the N64 than it is on GameCube or Virtual Console. And as far as I know, that it's just a rendering change. I don't think it was actually edited, but I might be wrong. Anyway, on the N64, you saw Morpha's ball was red and blue. But on GameCube and Virtual Console, it's red and white. So that's kind of an interesting little version change. Alright, so you know the drill. Big cutscene coming up. I'm gonna go hush for a little bit, and I'll come back after the cutscene ends. And we're back. No fire arrows. Instead, we're going to save here, and in the next part, we are going to head to and beat the fire temple. See you then.